Hey, motherfuckers! This is Grampy Lobster once again. Holy shit! Uh, just came from Space Ace. His little hangout. He was using some different equipment, and here I am. Holy shit! I forgot that. So we're hoping to get some people from Space Ace's hangout to join. You know, we're talking about Elvis Travels tonight. Uh, yeah, two shows in one fucking night. This is fucking crazy, man. I mean, but you know, it's just what we do here at Lobster Studios and Hot Wiener Emporium. We're waiting for some people to show up. Hopefully, Space Ace shows up. Like to give him a chance to join the conversation because he couldn't send me a link so I could join. I'd like to, maybe discuss some of the things that are going on and, uh, you know, uh, just check and see what everybody's doing this late at night, 3:15 a.m. September 11th, 2019. Hey, Mary Duffy, 1975, Grampy Lobster, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing fine. I'm doing spectacular. I'm waiting for Space Ace and maybe some others to show up because, there's some things we want to discuss. And so, like I said, we're just, we're wasting a little bit of time here, and while we're wasting time, by the way, how am I coming across? Do I sound okay? Do I sound, does this look professional enough? Anyway, yep, we got 4 people watching so far. Got 1 thumbs up. Oh, Northern Ireland. Hey, how you doing? Personally, myself, I'm in New England, Rhode Island. And we're talking about Fat Elvis Travels. Hey, Wolf, how you doing? Okay, try to get. It's 8:17 a.m. in Northern Ireland. Good morning to you, and hope it's a lovely day uh, wherever you are. Um, trying to get Space Ace. Come on, he said he was going to pop on over, and we're, because there's so many things that could be discussed, that can be discussed, and Space. He was talking, and sometimes it's good to have a couple of people in the conversation when you're talking about elbow. Because there's just so much going on. Yes, absolutely, that creepo. So yeah, stuck in fucking Arizona. Stuck in Arizona. Looks like Rosie's not gonna you know dedicate herself or commit, maybe necessarily. And Elvis's or Elbow's air conditioner. Turns out he didn't get it. Well, we don't know yet if he is. It's hot as fucking Arizona. Who would have thought? Just like Space was saying, who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought in their wildest fucking dreams that it gets fucking hot as hell in Arizona in the summertime? And we're talking about August. This is only August or September 11th. So I mean, he's been out there long enough, right? And he had to know, right? Even people that don't know much. Look, Space Ace, you better get in here, right? Because you're the one that, well, inspired me, right? I wanted to come onto your fucking hangout or whatever you want to call it. But come on, Space. Come on, jump in the fucking side chat. I gotta see you, Space. I gotta see you, Space. There he is. Woo! Okay, the side chat. You want a link, Space? You need to come in here. We need we need Space. You want to come in here? You need to talk. I'm gonna put the link in the fucking side chat. Okay, so um, hopefully we don't get you know, hopefully we don't, we want only honest people, right? Okay, there you go. Come on in, Space. Hit that link, and everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. um, so, hop on in. And like, let's discuss this. Because you were having, you were really wanting to. Hey, Adam, how you doing? This is elbow time. 3 hours plus of fucking Michelle Best. It's kind of physically and mentally draining, so I want to get a little bit. Well, let's have a little bit happier. Hey, hello, side chat, Princes of IE. How you doing? Come on, come on, come on, Space Ace. Hold on. Oh, there he is. Device not connected. Add to stream. There he is. How you doing today, sir?
Well, it's early. I'll let you know.
Well, absolutely. I noticed when you were, doing your little hangout earlier.
Yes.
That to me, and this is part of what we do here at Lobster Ministries. We felt that you needed to have a conversation, a little maybe have somebody to, because this really seems to, it's something that's well, I think it touches us all in a different way, in a special kind of place, and so I just thought I would come in and help, So yeah, who'd have thought that going into Arizona in the summertime it would get hot? You know what I'm saying? And then for him to announce, right, to everybody, look, for those of you who don't know, it gets hot in Arizona. Hey, Gertrude Perkins, how you doing?
Good God, the guy's an idiot.
Yeah, it just, I was watching the thing tonight, right? And, I was like, oh, fuck. And then I stopped and I'm watching back, and I had to mention one thing. I noticed something when you were talking about how he says that like 30% of his audience is women. I think what it is when he gets them, when he starts talking about Jesus and his mother, or like when I pray for me in my name, we want to forgive all our sins, like that, because that's a hook, right?
Oh, yeah.
As stupid as it sounds, coming out of his mouth, right? Some people will buy anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've noticed a lot of some in his side chat, oh, God bless you, I'm praying for your mother, or leave him alone, or they'll try to communicate in that way because they honestly believe in whatever and stuff. And I think it's
Hold. Can you not say and stuff? Because that's a trigger for me.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's one of my character flaws.
I blame it on Carl.
Yeah, well.
See, your Carl and my Carl are different. Mine kind of like this and whatnot. Which makes and Zia makes him look like a genius. In comparison.
Mine's just a stuffed bear.
Anyway, go ahead.
But just watching it tonight was like
disturbing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just how far down the shitter he's gone is epic. I mean, who didn't see this coming? You know what I'm saying?
He didn't.
Right. Exactly. And that's the beautiful part of it. He thought AdSense and fucking super chats and, that he was more famous than he is. Hey, when is that mass unsubscribe supposed to happen?
You'll have to ask Colleen about that because she's got a date for it. I know that.
I heard something like the 23rd or some shit like that.
I thought it was closer to the end of September, but I could be wrong. Yeah, you'll have to ask her.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard something about that, which would be like towards the end of this month, but it broken down in Arizona with no air conditioner, and he's looking like. Did you see his sink tonight?
I didn't really pay attention to that, but I heard a lot about it.
Trash can.
Oh God.
Oh,
I hope the maggot's getting his finger.
I watch it at this point, and I just, this is some fucking funny shit, and stuff. But
I asked you not to say and stuff.
I know. Well, they're putting it in the side chat and stuff.
Well, okay. Well, it's a progressive thing. I get that.
I know, but God, well, I have to understand. I've had a long night. I did a 3.5 fucking hour thing with the aliens and fucking reptilians and the Greys and all that crap earlier, which was. It's a good thing I ate some fucking good edibles tonight. I'm still high as fuck.
All right, so I have a question for you.
What's that?
Watching the Fat Boy and watching Vaughan, which one is the dumber one? I know it takes a while.
I would have to say Elvis Elbow is probably intellectually dumber,
Yes.
Because at least Vaughan, he knows computer shit. He can get around, and stuff. So, and he's resourceful, he, but I think Elbow is by far the dumbest board on the internet. Pretty close.
Yeah.
And I think it's amazing. And this is brought up before that somebody as dumb as him has made it as far in 5 years. He's come a long way from like dumpster diving, and hanging out in the back of the fucking alleys. I mean, now he's 5 years later, he's stuck in Arizona with broken air.
See, that's the problem. 5 years ago, his van was in better shape. Now he's way behind.
Yeah, because look, I learned this lesson years ago, right? I used to live in a 40-foot. It was a park model trailer, right?
Right.
And it was nice, really nice. It was just me and everything, and I had some dogs and cats. It was on some property, perfect for one person, right? But after a few years, and I lived in it for like seven years, right? And you learn after a while that this isn't something that people live in. It's for recreational use. It's not meant for everyday use. Like I had to my stove, my oven, right. I had to get fixed. A couple of so, and you learn that the walls aren't real. Try hanging things up or just whatever. You learn that there's a reason that they call this a recreational vehicle, and I have fond memories of that place. Right, I really do. Right, but leaving, right, I was like, oh my God. And I told people like the last few years I lived there, I was like, God, there's a reason these are called recreational vehicles. People go camping in this, right? So I know what it's like to live in a fucking RV or yeah, you could tow it, but it was a park model, and I had it set up really nice and had a garden. It was, but still, it was a fucking recreational vehicle, and they're not built like regular like RV, RVs
like
where people go
the
traveling.
Good ones.
Yeah, the good ones, right? I learned really fast that all the wiring that was already installed had to basically be replaced by actually people that knew anything about wiring, so it's not living. It's not a Oh God! And then to like travel around in the country on 4 wheels and have an engine, right?
Right.
To worry about, which he never has. You know, it's amazing how he's gotten all the way to Arizona stuck with the broken air conditioner, and not like ended up in jail for because at the Dunkin' Donuts,
Oh
or
yeah. Yeah.
if there would have been a cop that would have been like having maybe not the best day, or oh geez, another one of these dickheads or some shit, very easily he could have ended up in jail or locked up or some shit, right? But they're usually like, come on, just get the fuck out of here, um,
There's that slide. When you run out of stuff, it's like that slide comes in.
because there's so much more shit you can just put out there that is like dumb on so many levels,
Yeah.
And the fact that he puts it out there is even more amazing.
Really.
Quality content,
Well, it's like he's documenting his own demise.
Yeah, and it's it's a series that sure you might try to swear yourself off and wean yourself off at times, but you just keep going back because something's fixing to fucking happen. Yeah. Yeah, you have to listen to a lot of shit to get some good nuggets sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. The stuff you've done with Vaughan, I mean, the hours that you've spent doing Vaughan videos, oh my gosh.
Oh, that just became a passion of mine, especially, after he had my channel shut down, right? Because like I was saying earlier tonight that, excuse me, that literally it was my fault because I didn't back a lot of shit. I didn't back anything up because I'm like, nobody's, who's going to fucking, but literally every video that I ever made up until that point from like the previous like 6 years, had been erased. And that's what really pisses me off. It was a lot of stuff that had literally nothing to do with certain people, and just the fact that it got terminated, so everything was like literally erased. And I'm not talking about just the Von Helton stuff because I can always do another Von Helton video, right? But yeah, that kind of pissed me off. So that's it's a driving force. Hate is a hell of a motivator.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
But for me with the Fat Boy, I mean, it's like a moral thing with me that you got these new people coming in. They're gonna see him and think that he's been downtrodden. All this all suddenly happened to him. It's not like his house burned down and he was forced into a van. He's been doing this for 5 fucking years.
Yeah. It's called planning.
Yeah, it's all planning. He's always working the next scam. Tonight was proof. Well, last night was a proof. I'm behind now. I can't get all my teeth fixed. Don't know what Rosie's going to do. Oh, poor me. Grow the fuck up, motherfucker. 37 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When? This motherfucker has never had to grow up in his life or accept any responsibility for his own actions.
Yep.
And that's what pisses me off.
See, and that's why people will go after him and won't go after necessarily other people that do kind of the same thing in a way, but less obvious,
Right.
Because they don't like act like complete assholes, and then just shit on it. I mean, people that used to give him money on a regular basis, he would shit on until they fucking hated him. Right? And shtick or not, character, professional wrestling parody, triggered again, hey, bozo, it's.
And I have to say this real quick. I love your "Thank You, Fuck You, Bye" cornet.
Oh,
that's an epic clip. Because you and I were both into it, but not like he was. It didn't, alter our reality.
Right. We wanted it to be real, so it was. But and hey, Princess, it's first of all, it's not a hot dog; it's a hot wiener. There are differences. This is Rhode Island, by the way. They have hot wieners, and they also have hot dogs. There is a fucking difference, right? My God, learn your Rhode Island culture. Gee whiz. But yeah. Well, Gertrude, look, he's 37, you're 42, and you look. Most people at 37 years old, most people look younger than him, right? Not to say that I do, but because I'm definitely not younger, but it's kind of like the whole Von Helton thing, right? I'll be 60 years old this year, right? Actually, like I said, Brad Silverdog had to show that video of Elvis telling what his birthday is, and I share a birthday with Elvis, which pisses me off. God, I'm still thinking about getting maybe getting my birth date changed. I don't know. Come on, Space. What is a hot wiener? You're a California girl. It's like a hot dog, and it's a certain type of hot dog type ish thing, and it's a Rhode Island thing. Look it up. My God, a sausage or a penis. There you go, Gertrude. It's always got to be. That's our international audience right now, right? Gertrude always has to throw in that those references that are offensive as fuck, right? Space Ace, come on.
I'm orbiting.
You're orbiting?
Yeah, sorry, I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, had to go potty. Okay.
You were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh no, I was, so what do you think? What do you honestly think is going to happen right
now? I think he's going to get stuck. That's what I think. Why do you think he's calling for Norm and Marion to come down and meet him?
Yeah.
I think he's stuck.
Why would Norm come all the way from Canada to Yuma, Arizona, or wherever the fuck he's at now? I assume he's back in Yuma. Why would Norm travel all that way to rescue?
Well, that's his entitlement. Come down and help me. That kind of thing.
But why would Norm do that?
If he was sober, he wouldn't do it. Put it that way. Norm's, I think a lot of Norm's contributions, to be honest, are due to the fact that he's either drunk, high, or whatever 24/7. That's my opinion.
Yeah, kind of like some people used to drunk dial, or
exactly
or something, and he's like, "Oh, show those, look, hey, $50, hey, like this," and
he's gonna wake up one day and his fucking credit card is gonna be overdrawn. You can't keep doing this way.
Oh, and we're waiting for so I guess San Diego's not going to show. It's not going to happen.
Well, you never know. Stranger things have happened.
That's true. Somebody will
bail him out.
Yeah, I mean it's pathetic. It's funny. I did enjoy watching his little tours around Lacedonias. Feeling safer in Mexico, right? than in America. You know what I'm saying? Oh. That Vaughan is in here. Oh no, that's Mahat Irvin von Rothschild the 14th. Yeah, he's an evil guy that Muta Bozo has actually helped Well, it turned out that Mahat Irvin von Rothschild the 14th was the mole and everything, and he's part of the Illuminati and part of the elite that is trying to infiltrate everything and stuff. Report back to the evil atheist overlords.
I still think Vaughn's favorite video for me is the one with the poltergeist with the knives.
Oh, when he went in there and
I know who you are.
The steak knives and all that shit.
It was a 100-piece set, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I forgot to tell you, I got a set of steak knives.
The best part was the fat part. Fat. What a moron. Good God.
Oh, God. Remember when he talked about meat sweats?
Yes. I just watched that the other week, as a matter of fact.
Dude. Yeah, I'm a carnivore, so we carnivores let off that.
The wet fart video.
The what?
Once you hit 50, you got to have wet farts and whatnot.
Yeah. It's like, dude, if I mean, like I said, we've all trusted one too many farts in our life, we all have, but it's what you do after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But if it's a continuous problem, if it's something that, just seems to happen now, maybe like, I don't know, going to see a doctor, and saying, Doc, right? I'm pooping myself a little bit here, can you help me out, But, Vaughan just, it's part of getting old, Yeah, probably a nice soothing Go-Gurt. God, when he did that on the Geek Room that night with that Go-Gurt, that was, that was a meme. And even the Geek Room is using that as a fucking meme, It just, because it was so bad. He just, hey, Christina, how you doing? He just pulled that Go-Gurt out, man, and went to town on that motherfucker like everybody in the fucking world was going to be jealous as hell, man, because he was sucking on that Go-Gurt,
Well, how's his raceway going?
Well, as we know, hey, Christina Blackfeather, how are you?
Good morning, Christina, and everybody else inside chat.
Such a lovely lady. She's got those evil kittens and stuff that are evil, I tell her, but she won't believe me. But, his mom paid somebody to come out, some shirtless guys, right? Which, probably, like I said, probably brought out the ladies. He wanted to, change, shirtless men, doing physical work. I mean, he did his marketing research. This was how to bring the ladies to his video. McMuffin, hey, God damn it! I have no idea. I'm going to talk about Von Helton's story. I have no idea who McMuffin is. This guy. Apparently, we're in cahoots, watching fear porn.
Good morning, Cyborg Tech, sir.
Because we know McMuffin whacks off the fear porn, But anyway, getting back to Vaughan, yeah, his mom hires some guys, some nice local men, willing to, wanting to earn a few extra bucks to take off their shirt and flex to the ladies while doing a little physical activity, emptied out the that giant garage and noticed that there was some electrical problems that would probably have to be addressed. He kept pointing that out when those shirtless men were trying to actually do some work, because Vaughan was more worried about the fucking electrical cord than anything else. But yeah, some varmints came in there and clipped it, probably part of the elites, that was probably years ago. That was probably a radio room during the Cold War, where Vaughan got all of his fucking messages from. That's a possibility. We don't know that that's not true.
They've been the Rothschilds.
Could have been. They're in charge. They got their hands in everything, man. You know.
How many families are there supposed to be?
Oh, there's what you always hear about supposedly there's, I think, 13 elite families, but
something like that. Yeah.
You hear about the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts. You know, of course, there's the Irving von Rothschild family. They're pretty prominent in the elites, and the Carnegies.
I don't know if the Mellons were part of that or not.
Well, they could be. And I'm sure. I'm sure Abraham Lincoln had something to do with it as well. You know.
Don't do that to me again. I was choked on it.
And remember, with all the Christina Blackfeather, reptilians, right? They're everywhere. I mean, if you watch that video earlier tonight that I did, with this whole that video of the galactic fucking weird shit and everything, you'll notice, like I said, that there's different types of fucking grays. And different skin tones, and they've crossbreeded with reptilians and stuff. And so you don't know who's really human anymore, right? So yeah, I am never going to be the same again after watching that video for the fifth time. It's probably done some permanent damage to my fucking head. Oh God. I felt really dumb. I'm like, oh shit, let's go look out the window and check. It's whatever. But yeah, she sent me these fucking pictures of the sky, right? Because admittedly, I was poking at her a little bit, and stuff. And I just messaged her and asked her, when she was going to sue me so I could get a plane ticket, maybe. Or I needed to know, Well, why are you doing this? I'm like, I don't know. Because honestly, the first time I ever came across her in that hangout that she was in, right? All I did, and I put this in the side chat, right? The first thing because she was going on about how much everything costs and everything, and the fact that she had to get a new hazmat license, and the fact that it wasn't free and everything's expensive, and people are greedy, just going on and everything. All I wrote was Lil Scout, right? And that triggered the fuck out of her. And she made a lot of fucking claims about me right off the fucking bat. And until she retracts said statements, I feel as if I've been slandered, And and if it was true, how would she know, first of all? Because those files were supposed to be sealed, right? So she may have, done something illegal, But but Vaughan, he's I don't know. This whole lawsuit thing has really got me going. Our whole legal department we're ready to go, but we really don't know which way to, because we don't know if they might have a surprise up their sleeve, so we're kind of in limbo right now. We're waiting for the subpoena, But getting back to Vaughan, shirtless guys cleaning out the garage. He hasn't put anything out, but I think the next video is probably going to be epic. I think it's going to be something that's it's not going to be the grand opening, I don't think. However, I think there probably will be we will have seen some construction, and I think things are starting to take shape, because things like this, they take time. Building an empire of Hot Wheels racing cars in your mom's spare garage, it's not an easy task, right? I mean, how much money did his mom pay those people to finally get rid of all that shit that was in that fucking kid, right? Hey, she had to get rid of it sometime, It was good that they got rid of it now until after mom passed away, So, it's I like I said, I'm waiting. I'm like on the edge of my seat. I every day I'm like, oh come on, please, let's have a new fucking racing video. It's gonna be badass, And it's gonna be badass when Vaughn's all of a sudden now wearing like race car fucking shirts and stuff because he's official. He's a real race car driver. I'm only waiting for him to buy I want him to wear a fucking helmet. If he buys a helmet, if Vaughan gets a helmet, my life will be complete. I think that would be the thing that I needed to see. That I think I've seen everything now. I can now die.
Yeah.
My life is I've done.
Yep.
So, but
Take me now.
Yeah, absolutely. If Vaughan shows up, helmet and goggles. It. One can only hope. One can only hope. There, Space.
Yeah.
It and speculate because what else do we have? I mean, he doesn't make many videos. I mean, he did he's got the cape, right? Christina, absolutely. He's got the cape. He gets himself a red helmet, right? And some goggles with and like a pentagram in between the two fucking eye lenses, That would work. It could happen, I mean, he's got all that other regalia stuff, and he's got to spend Jerry's money on something else too, I mean, he's getting creative,
He's trying. But what do you think will happen to him after his mom passes?
What I've heard from people that kind of maybe and in no way, shape, or form can I verify this. I've heard that when his mom dies, he's fucked, basically, and it'll go from there. Because I've heard that he doesn't have that someone else has first access or whatever to the properties and things like that, and said people want him gone. So I don't, but I honestly don't know.
Right. So basically, the kids are fucked the most.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think, I mean, I try to because his kids are cute and stuff, and that's I mean, but yeah, pretty much, I think in the end, because I don't think he's with, and especially if somebody makes him pay rent. That might be, and because that might be what happens. Somebody who has access, or might say, look, you can live here, but you've got to pay rent. And that whole, go to like he told his mother to go to the welfare office. The check was waiting there, so, he wanted his mom to put him on Section 8, which I think he was supposed to be able. You're supposed to be the one that, goes and fills out the subsidized housing forms, not the person that, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But no, I don't think outside of what money he gets for disability checks for Jerry, and I've heard that one of his other children may or may not, or Vaughan might even get something now because he's so, I don't know. But at least, he checked into it because he said he'd only get $200 a month because of all the.
Oh God.
I mean, that right there hits on literally everything that he said he ever fucking did in his life.
Yeah.
except for being in the Army for 9 months, because if they say that you're in the Army for 24 hours a day, and then you get your paycheck and you go, geez, this doesn't fucking work, right? But other than that, I mean, his work as an orderly, or a bedpan changer or whatever the fuck was, minimum wage at best. And I think he's going to have to, I don't know, might be time for him to sink or swim, open up that computer business again, see what happens.
There was never a business there. That's all in his head.
I know the story. Yeah, I know.
God. Such bullshit. I had my business and they cost me millions of dollars. Well, prove it. Prove the loss, dude.
Yeah, let's see spreadsheets, at least.
Oh, yeah. Or estimates. Anything.
All right. Well, what's always amazed me about Vaughan, or Private Poopy Pants, whatever, is his ability to, I mean, he's we can all agree, he's a conspiracy guy. There's not a conspiracy he doesn't believe in. He's admitted that. He's a flat earther. He hates atheists. So he's in all these different groups, right? He's in the pagan community, or was, he was in all different types of communities, right, with similar interests,
right?
And he's literally gotten kicked out of every fucking community, right? Because he would have, if you disagreed with literally anything, right, most of the time, he would fucking rage on you. I mean, he would, yeah. And when dumb fucks like Brett Keane can actually point that out to Vaughan, right? And Vaughn's still, I mean, if people like Brett Keane can understand things like that, because Brett's not stupid. It's a game with him. I think a lot of what he does is debate people, especially his little shows now he's got with Jesus Freak, and Jesus Freak tries to be the calm, rationing, voice on that show that literally nobody watches anymore because Brett Keane has fallen that far down. I think more people watch my videos. More people watch any video than Brett Keane videos. But other people have shown this and explained this to Vaughan for years, right? And he doesn't understand that, because if you don't agree with him on something, if he can't turn it around where you're wrong and he's right because of his fucking reasons or whatever, then you're a hater, And I mean, Christina Blackfeather, she gets shit because she still kind of communicates with him, but she's a nice person. And Vaughan has done his utmost best to shit on her, right? Claiming that her work that she does is cursed and shit, and somehow talking to the trolls and the haters, the people on the other side, is somehow demonic and causing some sort of downfall in his, of his. It's amazing how. I see you laughing in there, Christina. But yeah, I'm waiting for race season to start, man. I'm hoping maybe I'm hope. Well, I see, the thing is, I'm hoping that they have a broadcast team, and I'm hoping maybe Vaughan can find somebody. I would even volunteer my services if he needed a co-host doing the racing shows, because you need because it's gonna need somebody talking about the races, giving interviews of all the drivers, and following the careers of race drivers that Vaughn's literally never heard of any of them. Says, please type in Von Helden rage phone call to YouTube land. Play his phone call with Vaughan. So, there's a bunch of them. I've got that like on my hard drive. I'm not really good at like sending links like that, but it's easy to find. I mean, you can look up. God, who were some of Irv ruined his life. Ron Felt ruined his life. Or Vaughn. There's a bunch of different channels that. Please type in phone call to. It's on YouTube. Oh, okay. No, I misunderstood what you said. It's that stuff that you just can't make up, ladies and gentlemen. It's beyond lulls. But I'll tell you right now, those two shirtless guys in that fucking garage. How many of you think that actually brought? Well, we're not gonna argue the fact that brought the ladies to his fucking video, because we all know it would. But how many extra ladies do you think actually tuned in to watch those shirtless hunks of man meat do work in Ma Helton's old garage? You know, it's a marketing genius that I'm thinking about actually. Come on, Space. Come on, feed me something here. But
I didn't know we had a garage.
Oh, you haven't been paying attention? Well, it looks like an old shed, or an old workshop type thing that used to have a car in it, Yeah, it's on the property, and it had a bunch of old junk in it and stuff. And that was the garage that Vaughan was talking about getting cleaned up. So he had his mom cleaning it all out. And now that's where he's going to build his diorama. He filmed two guys pulling up with a pickup truck, loading everything up. And that's when all the ladies got that dose of man meat, Those two studs, working there, sweating, Well,
tell me something. How does he launch the cars?
Oh, there's different ways. He's got a lot of different. He's an engineer. He can get a stick and, I even threw out. I said, "Look, I watched a video of these guys. They had an old small squeegee, right? One of those little squeegees you have in your car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they put the cars down like that, lifted it up, and the cars went. And I think the guy said it cost him like $1.50 at like Family Dollar or something like that. So, but Vaughn's an engineer, because remember he's a race car driver and stuff. But I want to see the finished product. And this is driving me crazy. I know this sounds, but I want to see. I need to see what this turns into. Right? I'm hooked. It's something that I think he's taking too much time. Right? He's playing us. Right? He's waiting for that big moment that he's going to spring it. And I want to see it. I can't wait. I've got to admit right now. He's an engineer. He's a vampire, a space marine, the world's greatest father, and the universe's biggest liar. I think Gertrude pretty much said it all right there.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. God, the fuck.
It's God. He's brought so many years of just pure fucking. Those memories of what the fuck did I just watch, right? Set up Von Helton with Amber Lynn Reed, the Kentucky Whale. Yeah, that chick that get YouTube famous by literally eating herself to death that Christina follows. This girl's fucking her big dream in life was to get herself fat enough so she could be on this show called something about I live 650-pound dream or some shit like that. That was her bend, and she even fucked that up. So yeah, Kentucky whale. Whale is not making fun of large people or people that can't help, the fact that they might be large or, whatever, genetics. But this is a big fucking whale that literally eats herself. She's YouTube famous because she's eaten herself well over like 700 pounds now. I mean, she's a big girl, right? And Christina likes to keep tabs with her, and does a unique job of. Well, Christina's a nice person, so she's not gonna get personal and say things. Calling her a whale was pretty much as strong as Christina I've ever heard Christina. Yeah, if for Christina to call her a whale, she's probably had a couple of drinks tonight. You know what I'm saying? So she's probably feeling her oats a little bit. Oh yeah. Vaughn's kids are still waiting for the 22-year-old pagan woman, and because that's what the kids want. They want a kid just like mom. And you know why? Because that was mom. I mean, what kind of mommy do you want? It's like taking your kid to the store, right, or to go get something to eat, right? and you hand them a menu, right? And you say, "What do you want to eat?" It's kind of like hey, what do you want your new mommy to be? Do you want a black mommy? Do you want an Indian mommy? Do you want a Japanese mommy? Do you want a fat mommy? You know what I mean? It's like these little kids. I can imagine hearing him say something like that. What kind of mommy you want daddy to go out and fetch for you? We want a mommy just like, I don't know, mommy? I mean, I never could understand it. Hey, want one, and I gotta tell you right now. Or he was even willing to date an African American chick. Because, he's not racist or anything. Still willing to take one for the team. Solar Marshall, do you know who has Father Jay video on Morning Coffee when he accused Father Jay of oh shit, I got a fucking message from Facebook. It says YouTube was suspended because I talk about white pigment people have the love of control everyone's life. That's literally what she wrote. So we've got a yeah. Oh, first I thought, oh shit, did she have my fucking channel flagged? That cunt. But no, she just. Oh, I think she may have. Oh, I think she posted it on. Oh yeah, because I actually put this because I know she watches my Facebook because she made that video doxing me. Oh my God, my name is Patrick. And I don't know how. And like I said, I'm not bragging. I'm not famous and stuff, but I don't know how long you know me, space. But it's like the third time, or I don't know. Fuck. I've been doxxed so many times. People go, "Oh, we know your real name and stuff," and then I have other people go, "Oh, fuck, all I did was have to Google you. There's your Facebook account, right?" So it takes a lot of fucking effort, right? And people have actually done this to try to piss me off or make me upset, in the past. And I'm like, okay, I'm in the phone book, but yeah, but when they do it, when they do dox you or use your information and think they got away with something, they've done something that nobody else has ever done, and they just showed you. But anyway, I posted that thing that I did on Facebook because I know she watches my Facebook because she actually sent me a friend request. God, I'm not that stupid, but Anyway, so I put the link to that thing I did earlier on YouTube on my Facebook, and so I guess she commented on that. So I'm looking forward to more communications and crazy time nut shit, because by the way, Father Jay, he didn't even have the decency to go down there and protest it. Oh yeah, the great Greyhound bus protest, and Father Jay not protesting what Andrea did on the bus. Yeah, God. You can feed people shit, and that all I didn't know a lot of people back then. I mean, but I would watch and I would watch it. It's like when you watch certain people. Is that actually a woman you were talking about, Lobster? Okay, Solar Marshal. Okay, that's a difficult question. Well, let's put it this way. It's not difficult for Michelle to stand up when she pees. If that answers your question.
Oh God.
And I know there's probably somebody in the side chat that's oh, there goes Lobster making fun of fucking, homosexuals and gay people, and it's like, nope, not one bit. Don't care one way or another. But you know what? When you say stupid shit and you do stupid things, and you happen to be of that, that's just I don't know, makes it more fun. Yeah. Because you know what I mean. She talks about, but I mean McMuffin. God, she goes right after McMuffin talking about how he likes to get fucked in the ass, right? Likes it. McMuffin likes to get fucked in the ass, right? Tells me flat out, first thing she ever, like, oh, I give blowjobs and I like it. I think honestly that, and we will get back to the Greyhound thing in a minute, but I think honestly that she's like somebody that's into self-humiliation, if that makes sense, kind of in a way, basically she knows she's fucked, right? When it comes to, a personality or anything like that. So, and she looks in the mirror and goes, look at the fuck I've got, right? So yeah, humiliate me. And that's a thing. Some people are into self-humiliation. They love it when people like call them really bad things and make fun of them and stuff. And they project a lot, especially with the, likes to get, when they start coming in with the, the whole, you like to get fucked in the ass and you get blowjobs and you like it and stuff. It kind of tells you maybe a little, and the fact that, somebody whacks off to fear porn, McMuffin, I mean, he's a dirty bird to begin with, but it just, I don't know. The cuckoo crazy train just keeps rolling along and I'm having fun with it. If that made sense. But anyway, back to, Father Judgment did not protest that Greyhound bus thing. Because, well, we all know that Father J, set it all up, because he met some black guys who got on a bus and we're going to do racist things to Andrea. Because he's a branch manager at a local strip mall, KKK, franchise. It gets so many nutcases out there, and none of them are Lowell's cows like Vaughan. Well, Vaughan was kind of the original, he's fun. If he get back to, the cuckoo nutty crap, that would be crazy. The fucking raging Vaughan, which he's done a few on BitChute. that are out there and stuff. But he doesn't pump them out like he used to. I mean, God, he was on every fucking night or every fucking morning.
Oh yeah, he's laid back a lot.
Yeah, he used to pump them out. I mean, like sometimes 2 a day, right? He was awake. He was, and that's how we learned so much about Vaughan, and this was even after the fucking. I mean, I wasn't around for the what do they call that first not the that first bunch of before Google Hangouts and stuff for the
Blog TV.
Blog TV, yeah, I was. I wasn't around for Blog TV, but like when he really started doing things on YouTube. But yeah, you had to, not miss that because it was always you never knew what he was going to blame the Muslims for this time, and what those darn Rockefellers and Rothschilds did, and but so you go after new lulls, and we find Elbow who's stuck in fucking Arizona,
man.
And then I've got the third eye reptilian overlord person that doesn't understand much. I mean, I can you can just put stuff in the comment, just make stuff up, right, and like argue with her, and just because she's got this. See, she's one of these people. It's like when Vaughan. You can tell when Vaughan like gets on one of his scripts, right? You can tell when he gets rolling. Don't stop him because it'll fuck him up really bad. Well, when Michelle gets on, she's got a script, and when she starts going, if you like put a niche, if you just say something, the slightest fucking thing will send her just ballistically more stupid, and it's just funny. I just think it's funny to watch.
I can't even watch her videos.
I just think it's so funny because it is hard. It is hard. I got to tell you, I have to be. Thank goodness for fucking pot. I don't drink much, right? And I have to be really fucking stoned. I have to be stoned to watch it, or I can't, right? I can. A lot of times I'll just like watch it and go, yeah, this is a good one, or I can save this or whatever because I'm understanding, but when I'm stoned, right? That's pretty much when I make videos about her because I just find it funny. There's nothing to argue. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to discuss. I just find it just funny, right? Because I might
Stop
be wrong.
laughing.
I might be wrong. Why are you picking on her? And I don't understand. I mean, she's getting more views now, right? Because up until recently, except for a couple that she wrote that were like about trucking, and the shortage of truckers, just to get a lot of views. Some of them like would get 1 or 2 and stuff. Some of her older things, like I don't think some people probably never watched them, and I'm just trying to help her get her message out. And I think I do a pretty nice job, I don't see what the problem is, you know. And then when she starts yelling McMuffin and eating an egg McMuffin and singing that her trolls were like teenagers. I've had this frog in my throat all day. It's like this itch, like right down in here. Shit. But yeah, when she made the videos, you know, warning kids that if she found out who they were, they was going to sue their parents, and then making a video to parents, you know, that if she found out that their kids were trolling her, that she was going to sue them as well, you know. I mean, it's that stuff that you can't fucking make up, you know. It just writes itself, and you're like, well, I gotta save this part. This is funny as fuck, you know. Meet the bozo. I want to find the hangout when all the trolls took over Vaughan's stream that he left going while I was sleeping. Oh, I remember seeing that a long time ago, bozo. Holy shit. Yeah, that was funny. I mean, he didn't, yeah. I didn't see it live, but Oscar and Molly I forget the guy's name, take the over Vaughan. Oh yeah, when Oscar, yeah, whatever happened to Oscar, he tried to come back, and people pretty much told him to fuck off. Oscar, yeah, when Vaughan went away for a while, and they let Polly's custom, or not Polly, but I think Polly, yeah, Polly, smooth talking Polly, come in there, and they were talking to him and stuff. I think that was the same video where Vaughan asked, because I know Christina was in there when Vaughan asked if he had the looks of being special needs. Somebody told me, I've never heard that before. But do I look like somebody who's of special needs? I know I'm intimidating, but yeah. We know she loves you, McMuffin. She's got a slightly awkward boner for you in so many ways. Yeah, I know. It's love. It's love. On, yes, she came home and he went nuts.
Hey, Grampy?
Yes.
I got a good channel for you to look at.
What's that?
It's Spirit Finder, all one word, 321. You think Vaughan's crazy? Oh my God. It's ridiculous.
Spirit what?
Spirit Finder 321. All one word, no spaces.
Oh, it's on the right. Let's check this out.
Yeah, check it out and see if you can find it, because I'm sure you're going to get a lot of material from this. It's really on my. You think
Spirit Airlines?
No.
Monster Hunt World. Hold on, let me.
Stay on YouTube.
It's on. It is.
I don't think I can post a link.
I'm not. Oh, Spirit Hunter Paranormal. Oh,
nope, wrong one.
No, it's. I punched in Spirit Hunter 321.
Spirit Finder 321.
Spirit Finder. Oh.
Yes, I made the same mistake. She'll give you a ton of material. I guarantee it.
Let's see, Spirit Finder. Oh, there we go. And then she got a lovely smile.
It's the blonde woman.
Yes, she does. She got that big cheesy smile.
Yes, kind of like the Joker.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I can picture her with some fucked up makeup. You know.
Oh my God, you got to watch her, dude, because there's a plethora of information, of material. Vaughan doesn't give it to you. Elbow doesn't give it to you. she's going to give it to you.
Benzos, pain, and more real talk. Jesus, oh yeah, sure, whatever. So I'm guessing she's not a big fan of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Well, she claims to be. Let's see. Last video was what? 50.
Sinners, baptism, church pool, car radio love. They sounds like some classics. Benzo pain, real talk.
Oh yeah.
Benzo pain and more real talk.
You found it.
Sinners, water church pools. Sinners, water baptizers. Sinner. Oh, this looks. Oh, and they're not really all too long. Oh God, they really get.
Some of them are a couple hours.
Heart attacks, testimonies. Fuck.
You can get literally tons of videos out of one of her casts.
Oh, that is.
She's comedy gold.
It's that unintentional comedy,
right?
That hospital stupidity.
Yes.
Triangles, circles, colors, laugh, pain, Pian Doc, yikes.
No, you think Vaughn's bad? Watch her for a while. Seriously. I mean, she's whacked out of her mind.
What the fuck? Attention, Graphic Williams. I'm not really sure if I want to see that. Holy shit. She looks like a wacko.
Yes. Well, the profile, the avatar looks good, but once you get into her...
she's got a happy birthday video to Corey Haim. Corey Feldman.
Yeah. Let me see.
A month ago.
Oh,
Corey, happy birthday, Jam. Oh, what's nice. Freemason chat.
Oh, yes.
Good. Or baptism. Fentanyl horror night. That's probably.
Well, you can send me a check later.
Oh, my God.
There is a plethora of information on her.
Oh, crap. So many videos that are like only a couple of months. I mean, holy shit. How long has she been doing this?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Let me see.
Oh, my God. It still ends 3 months ago. Oh, God. There's some spooky looking.
There is a lot of stuff in there for you to disseminate. Put it that way.
Family lies. Uh-oh. Are we all MK'd?
The whole thing is, you and I have our mental issues. You've admitted yours, I've admitted mine. But when you get to this depth, I mean, it's completely different. It really is. I mean,
and you know what I mean? I understand, and that's where like some people will criticize. They'll say, you know what, you shouldn't do that, right? And I'm like, look, I get it. I know some people that think certain things, right, or believe certain things that most people don't, right?
Right.
And I have no problem. I know what they think. I know what they, but they don't get on the internet and
that's true.
like say stuff, right? And that's literally the fucking difference,
right?
Because I find it funny, and the fact that they don't get the joke isn't my problem, right?
Right.
So yeah, and that's the part about Michelle. See, Vaughan understands why people make fun of him, right?
Oh yeah.
Elbow understands why people make fun of him.
Not sure of that one.
Well, I think I think. Well, he you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Michelle has no fucking idea, right? She's not even eligible to play the outfield this year. That's how far gone. You know, she has no idea what game is being played. It's not a game. It's just people having fun. You know, literally thinking this stuff's real, and her ideas about a utopian society where everything is literally free, you know, because that would be fair. You know, the fact that other people have maybe some more than her, somebody has more responsibility, so probably gets paid a little bit more, you know, if you're doing the same type of job like that, making that little bit of money for that many fucking years, that kind of tells you something, right? Because most people, those like I mean, I get it, you know, people like have those little hazmat where they drive around little straight trucks and stuff. I drove a straight truck delivering a bunch of, you know, like as a vendor, right? Dairy products, milk product, produce, shit, tractor trailer, all things like that. But when you drive, you know, like when you get like that hazmat thing, when you probably, I don't know what she picks up or something like that. But she was even talking about how this job that she finally got pays twice as much, which meant she got the lower bottom bullshit jobs that those starter jobs that people get right after they get their truck license. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least back in the day, right? Before I made any money, I think the first year and a half, God, I drove my ass off and shit, and I got paid dick. So, you know, I get that. You know, you've got to like, you know, get a little bit of experience to get a better job, right? Prove like work record. But when you can't get past that level for that many, because you've been doing this for years, right? And you finally get to a point, right, where you get to make a little bit more money, right? Most people would be happy, right? You know, in this dirty little thing we call life, you know, I've finally got another job, you know, it pays more. Sure, it sucks and everything, but you know what? I'm making twice as much money. You know, fuck the man, you know, I'm whatever, you know. But she turns everything into literally just the most depressing bullshit shit show, right? Because everything's unfair. Because somebody has more than her. And that's kind of what I find funny about it, you know. The whole whiny thing. She wants this utopian society. You know, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And she brings up like she goes, oh, look what they've done to the black people. You know, when she sees Africa, she sees the repression, you know, and when she sees Chinese people, she sees repression and all this, you know, it's like, fuck. Sure, she's mentally ill, but she puts it on the internet, you know. But she's smart enough to understand because she functions in daily life, you know.
Yeah. Well, look at Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's what's the word I want to use?
Socially retarded.
That would be good.
Intellectually dumb as a board.
Yes.
I think those two pretty much. Yeah, that's the thing about him. He's lasted this long, right? Without like totally. Well, he shit the bed more than once, but he's still fucking going. Sure, he's stuck in Arizona.
Well, the whole thing, you know, he wouldn't have lasted this long without the enablers. That's the truth.
Oh yeah, I understand that. You know. And,
you know what, motherfucker? At 37, you got to own your shit.
Yeah. God, by the time I was 37, I'd done majority of what I've done in life that you know, was, you know what I mean? Between the military, other jobs, other careers, moving, marriages, you know.
Right. The whole thing with you is you had to grow up in the military. You had no choice. You'd either do it or you didn't.
but he's literally been
enabled.
Yeah. And like somebody was pointing out, I think it was Tucker's show or something, when they were talking about he was like the golden child.
Right.
You know, the one that was never made to do anything.
He was the only son.
Right. And, this is what happens sometimes, instead of taking that and capitalizing on it, right? And probably taking advantage of being the son and yeah. There's other ways he could have done that and not look like a complete dick,
Yeah.
Or just somebody that his family threw him out basically, and I mean, does he even like talk about the Elvis impersonator or tribute thing much anymore? He's pretty much not.
No, I mean, I've been following him for 3 years, and he's done karaoke bars, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's fucking bullshit. That doesn't make you an impersonator.
Right.
So what the fuck?
Yeah. I love those high collar fucking shirts that he would wear. I swear, some of the stuff that he's got, those suits and stuff, and those high collar, I get it. He thought he wanted to be like Elvis. He got a belt, which fuck. That pictures of him, and I'm serious. There's somebody at every clothing store, right? when somebody gets a job, right? At literally, I'm guessing literally any clothing store there is, right? There's a box, there's a little room, there's a place in the back, right? Where they're going, yeah, nobody's ever going to buy this crap. We're never going to put it out. And then they're told to look for people like Fat Elvis, right? And when they see him come into the store, right, there's a signal that's made, and somebody will be like, "Hey, go get that white suit with like black lines and shit. Yeah, and go get them fucking plastic boots." And just yeah, I know. We never thought this day would fucking happen, but look who walked into the fucking store, And then make him like, look, he's wearing it, and I'll bet you those people were kissing and just, oh my god, yeah, it works for me. Yep, you look sharp. The ladies are gonna come out. Oh yeah, you're one handsome guy. He was eating that stuff up, and
I mean, he bought 2 suits. He wore one time that I know of.
Yeah.
Like,
what did the other suit look like? I know the one that looked like that white with the it's like
it's a casket suit.
Okay, yeah. It's like, let me get this straight. You're gonna style and profile and go to a donut shop.
He went to McDonald's.
The one with that one suit where he's got that one picture that he brags about was in a fucking Tim Hortons when he was in Canada.
Well, that's true.
And I'm like, I kept thinking was, my wife went out yesterday, and she's like, you know what? We haven't had donuts in a while. So she went out and got some donuts at the Dunkin' Donuts and some coffee. And go figure, she didn't get kicked out. But brought it home, and I'm like, God damn it! Now I'm thinking of Fat Elvis, and I'm eating a fucking donut. But you go in there and you don't see people like mingling around like it's some sort of meetup. Right. I mean, people are like tending to their daily life or having a chat with a friend or checking their Facebook while they're having a cup of coffee or whatever, right?
Right.
It's not a place to go meet people. And I don't think he understands that. Oh, there's
No.
people here. They've got to want to meet the king. Hey, look at all these people looking around. They're impressed, right? They're like, no, look what the fuck just walked in. What's this clown? You know what I mean? It's like, oh my god. But get the Rube suit. We got a winner.
I just want to know how good his Plenty of Fish ad is going.
Oh fuck! Somebody sent me his Craigslist ad. That was kind of disturbing.
I have it. All of it.
Somebody. Oh, jeez.
If you want it, you can, email me whatnot.
Whatnot. But
damn.
Yeah, I don't really know that I really want to see it. I've seen a picture of him with a dick in his mouth. I've seen a picture of him like holding his ass up in the air, like he wants to be taken now by some twink fucking guy or whatever with a big dick. But and I've seen I've seen some pictures that I can not see again.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Because got to bleach your eyeballs.
You're like, oh my god, this, even the one that he like scratched out the face, had a mask. It's like, yeah, that's elbow, right? But I've seen those. And I've been convinced, right? He really, yeah. So no more convincing needed here.
The Craigslist ad was that I posted was very convincing because it was very what's the word I want to use? Direct.
To the point.
Yeah. And he can't deny the pictures. So
isn't it it's funny that a lot of people that shit on people for certain behaviors or because it's like the Michelle chick, right? I'm pretty sure that what she thinks that McMuffin does, right, or how McMuffin likes it is, well, I'm guessing pretty much the way she likes it. And same with the blowjobs and the fucking whacking off and things like that. So, and the same with Elbow, right? As much as he talks about people and how much of an alpha male he is, right? Everybody knows that he likes to, have things shoved up his ass.
Well, yeah, he's projecting.
Yeah.
So sorry, but I'm not there.
Yeah. And then he wants you to prove that, you're not this or that. It's.
Well, that dude, he talks about fake avatars, this, that. I've been on cam. You know that. I provided. Go ahead. I just did a video the other day with myself on cam.
Oh. Well, I don't watch everybody's stuff all the time. I mean, that would take up too much of my time.
Well, yeah. We're getting old. Yeah. But yeah, I've been on cam multiple times. He knows who I am. Put up proof of my Harley, that kind of thing. Provided proof that my parents were married for 66 years.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I mean, when you've got to no, that to me, that's, I think I was watching you when you did that. I'm like, nah, that's, you don't need to do that. I mean, fuck him. I mean, well, it's the fact that I mean, look, I could go outside and show pictures of my 2002 Buick Regal, right?
Sure.
Or I call it the money pit, right? I can sit there and turn around and show you a picture of my TV that I'm looking at, a computer that I'm working off, and go in my living room and show you my 40-inch fucking TV, or whatever. I don't have much,
Right.
I could show you my bank account. Yeah, you know what I mean? When they start, to show me your bank account, show me how much money you got, show me, it's like, shut up.
Well, I get where you're coming from, but you know,
people handle it differently. You know,
right? We all do handle it differently. As far as we have to go, and he has to prove. I guess he excuse me, feels like he has to prove everything, and he probably should because of his background.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, well, what's going on? That whole shit with I've heard because I have Twitter, but I don't really use it, you know. But that whole shit with Tucker and that whole St. Jude's thing, what the fuck has that turned into?
It's been a cesspool. He got jealous because Tucker was taking in more money than him,
right?
On donations.
Yeah, I remember when he did the St. Jude's thing, right, to get people from.
Right, and he was going to call St. Jude's and question Tucker's credibility and take money away from sick children. So how fucking sick do you have to be to go to that level?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
These children had no choice. They were cursed with this cancer, and you want to go against that and take away money from these kids that could survive for you? Well,
he's claiming that Tuck never actually donated the money, from what I understand, and that's where everything, you know.
Well, that's just his jealousy to me.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but because I was watching a side chat, and somebody's like, yeah, and you know, they called the St. Jude's, and St. Jude's that they never heard of them, and you know, I wasn't aware that St. Jude's had a policy of like, hey, did so and so give you a bunch of money? You know,
right?
Oh, let me look. Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, so yeah, but I mean, the whole thing between the St. Jude's thing, you know, the heart thing and the stroke thing with Benny and the whole thing with Tucker and his heart thing, it shows you how desperately, it shows you how deep of a scumbag Elbow really is, you know, because because all these people are evil, heinous people that don't want to see him succeed, you know, and are jealous of him and his fame and notoriety and stuff. But
don't say and stuff.
Well, yeah, I know. But
it really does. It shows a lack of his character. Mm-hmm. He has none whatsoever. Right. And that's why I fight so hard against this. You know, you and I both have mental illness. You've admitted it. I admitted it earlier today. And there's times when I, do a video that I'm not sure that I'm even worthy to be here anymore making videos about this. And I know you understand that.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing. And people think that depression is something that they call the blues that last a couple hours, but no, it doesn't. I've been in bed for days. You know, it's painful. It sucks. Yep. Because it makes you question yourself and what you're doing. And I shouldn't be in that position. And most of the time, it's under control. But in the last 2 months, it's gotten worse. And, you know, I'm not going to that dark place that I've been to before. And you've been there too. I know you have.
Oh, yeah.
Talked about, you know, I'm not going there. I got my mom to live for.
Right.
When my dad died, it was like, you know what? She's going to be taken care of. Whatever I got to do is going to be done, you know. And if motherfuckers want to question what I've done in my life, the rest of my life,
right,
you know, go ahead and do it. I don't give a fuck. You knew me back then. I'm completely different now, you know, and I respect the fact that you've really gone out there and talked about the dark times that you've had. That really means That means a lot, dude. It really does. Because, you get locked into this mindset that you're the only one that has gone through it, and you haven't. And shit gets dark.
Yeah.
You know it. I know it. But the one thing that I like to say is heavy metal kept me alive.
Absolutely.
To be honest. Man,
oh, yeah.
I've been a metalhead almost 42 years. And I'm not ashamed of that whatsoever. I listen to other music and whatnot. But you know what? It pissed me off enough to keep going, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
You and I, we kind of have this, well, we don't have this incestuous thing because we're not family. I've always respected your honesty. You're not afraid to tell the truth about yourself, about your life, and what you've gone through. And, I've probably been following you for probably 5 years, maybe 6. And I found Brad Silverdog and I met because of you, and we're acquaintances.
Oh.
And, you never know when what you do means something to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I have no problem being honest about things. And, hearing about the stuff you've been through, I'm like, God, I shouldn't even be.
It's kind of a release, and I like to run my mouth anyway. So that's like, Motorhead and AC/DC are great therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I always tell people, I notice a lot of people that are depressed, right? They surround themselves with depressing things.
Exactly.
Like the music they listen to, right? And like back when iPods were a thing, right? I'd always hear what people would show on their like iPod because and what somebody has on their iPod can tell a lot about
Oh yeah, yeah.
Some of the most depressed people I've ever met in my life listen to like Adele, which okay, admittedly, the woman's got it's a beautiful voice, but it's depressing shit. It's or sad stuff, right? Things that make you think about just oh my god and everything. And I don't. My best fucking therapy has just always been to like, if need be, well, if not need be, for years I didn't need to, but now more because I live in a more of a condensed area. Is just turning on loud fucking rock and roll. And yeah, it works for me, because the last thing when I'm all depressed and stuff, the last thing I want to do is like watch depressing shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to feel good. I want to remember the days when doing drugs wasn't necessarily a bad thing, and making bad decisions was pretty good at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
And or hearing a song from back in the day, going, "Yeah, I banged some chick in a fucking hotel while listening to this," or and there's a lot of and I get it. There's time for reflection and shit like that, but I try to what I do on the internet is kind of therapeutic for me. It's also what I do when I'm stoned. But which tonight has been another. I should have gone the first time I ate one of those toffees that was sent to me. Looking back, my wife's glad that I didn't go live because she would have been in and out of the room going, "Will you leave me alone?" But yeah, once again tonight, just having one hell of a fucking time. You know, it makes me feel better. You know, 4-7 beers ago. What's up? And from the other side, hello, McMuffin. and like this guy McMuffin, he has brought so much joy because it's so much fun being in cahoots with McMuffin. That I'll never fucking meet, right? That
right.
Has a good sense of humor. That just don't know how the McMuffin thing started, but it still works because listening to some people talk about McMuffin and what McMuffin does, and eats an egg McMuffin just shows they don't fucking understand what's going on. And I find that funny, you know. And I might be going to Christian hell for that, but and I think McMuffin is pretty much ashamed of himself as well. As he should be. Because he's oh god. I've had so much fun doing this. It's been a fucking hoot. I swear. This is and you know, it's how I kind of make myself feel better, you know. It's kind of a release thing. But oh shit. I remember the day the first time I heard McMuffin. I was like, the fuck? Talking about McMuffin. What the fuck? You know? McMuffin Stumps gets a bad rep. Muffin Stumps. We homies. Candy, Rain, how you doing? Oh shit. This is you know what? I tell people, you know, sometimes so what do you do for fun? I just tell people I have way too much fun that should be allowed on the internet. You know, makes me feel better about myself, you know, have a little fun, you know, meet interesting people like Bozo and Gertrude Perkins. And yeah, Gertrude, I got introduced to somebody Gertrude remembers, the guy that was the flat earther that, well, he ramble on some really crazy stuff, and he was really fun for a while. He actually played along a little bit, right? Me and him had a back and forth going. But he had this thing about getting naked, and he started getting a little bit more naked and showing more stuff. And then one day he got really naked, and they shut his fucking channel down, and he hasn't been seen since. But he was kind of confused because he thought Gertrude was something that Gertrude is not, and I found humor in that. I say cheese and paint the shiny spot on glass eyes. You stir cheese and paint the tiny shiny spot on the glass eyes. Oh yeah, Gertrude's #1 fan. Gertrude has a way with words. So you got anything to add there, Space Ace?
Yes, I'm going to close out with this, if I may.
Absolutely.
All right, sir. When you started out on YouTube, what did you really expect from it? Did you expect 1,000 viewers, 10,000, or whatnot?
I had no expectations. I was actually shocked when the first time I actually noticed that somebody watched a video I made. You know, like, you mean somebody actually watched that? You know,
Yeah.
No, I had no expectations. You know,
I didn't either, and that's where I started from, because when Elbow was doing his stuff, I didn't expect anybody would watch my videos. or sub. And now that I'm up to 129 subs, that's like 1 million to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like with me. I keep fluctuating. I'm down to 339, but I've been up as high as 442, which I'm like, holy shit, wow, But yeah, nothing like being YouTube famous and an international celebrity. Because if you look at your analytics, man, there are actually people. If anybody watches from another country that you're in, well, then technically you've gone international.
Well, that's true, and you want to be honest. We're all public figures because we're on YouTube. I hate to say that, and that kills me to no one.
I should put that on my resume. Public figure.
Don't do that when I'm drinking, please. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, people bringing up the Holly Baglio, and the super soldier crap. Dan Pratt. Holy shit. Flat earther Dan Pratt. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. He's somebody that I can't handle for very long, right? There's a couple other shows. The guy that dresses up like the Twinkie, that has that thing where he's a Twinkie. I can't remember the name of that show. It's so funny to watch sometimes. Because I really enjoy well done. To me, it's good when people like to do the flat Earth videos, stuff. But it's the presentation that people do, right? Like smart people that actually paid attention in school, that have an education, that understand science and how the world, how they creatively, make people like Dan Pratt dance like a monkey, or other people, the unique ways they go about debunking the retards that are the Flat Earth Society.
All right, Grampy. So I'm going to bow out now. I got work to do.
Yeah.
Unlike Elbow, it's 5:09 a.m. where I'm at, so I got.
Well, you know what? It's 5:02 here. And like we've said, being a YouTube celebrity is physical work, and it can cost you, right? And so yeah, being a public figure, I can actually understand why you would have to leave right now. We all need our rest. It's my wife's gonna wake up in a couple of hours and go, "Did you stay up all night again?" Yeah, time to go to sleep. Okay.
But seriously, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. I really do.
No problem. Thanks for coming on, because usually I do this by myself, and I like to have somebody to at least let me breathe for a minute every once in a while.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
But
hopefully Colleen will go live tomorrow night or tomorrow morning or whatever and get it done. But I got work to get done.
Yeah, I was in Colleen's show last night as Uncle Carl, because I was uploading another video, and they couldn't. I had to explain it. No, it's me, because I guess they thought I was a troll. Or I guess if she knew it was me, then she would have understood some of the stuff I was typing. But it wasn't me, and it kind of confused some people. You were in there talking to her, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in there for a while.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's me, damn it. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna shut this down to this has been a momentous night. I've been on the internet for a long time, talking about a lot of fun stuff. And I think it's time to shut it down, check some scores from the games last night, and look forward to Vaughan Helton's new racetrack video. I mean, because, so take it easy. Dan, how you doing? Jerry Pays.
Grampy, you take care. I'm out of here.
Hey, you too. Dan, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we were just Jerry Pace. Well, you came in at the wrong time, Dan, because I'm going to be shutting this down. I've had a long evening. Shit, 3.5 hours talking about watching that video. Hash browns and Michelle, yum yum. McMuffin, you dirty bird. Oh, jeez. I'm doing good, Dan. But 3.5 hours of brain damage, brain cells I can never get back with alien, reptilian, greys, and secret societies video. And then another however long this has been talk with our brother Space Ace, all the fun things that are going out there in YouTube land, the drama community, trolls, haters, and naysayers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, having a wank. Good day, McMuffin. I think we should all have a wank for McMuffin. You know, uh, help McMuffin start his day in a McWhacking kind of wanking way. You know, everybody give a wank to fucking McMuffin. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Grampy Lobster along with Carl, the Green Frog, all the folks in the fucking control room. Hope everybody's having a good day. Motorhead, listen to Lemmy every day. Motorhead will help you solve your problems in life. This is Grampy Lobster. See you next time.